Hello and welcome back to Cultist Simulator with me, Barden. So first thing I got to say is that this is re-recorded audio because when I record the first time, generally it's okay, but there are sections where my microphone had an issue where it was adding artifacts in, so like pops and stuff that were very distinct, and there's no pattern to them, so I couldn't remove them with any of my audio editing software, so decided the best thing to do would be to re-record. So first off, I want to say big thank you to Freezing Blue for all your tips. Some tips I got were that I can heal my wounds and sickness with dreams and money. Followers, I can heal by talking to them. Then with promotion, trappings are like extra things with the aspects you can add. For example, if you don't have lore of 7th level and you have to have something else that has that aspect on it, you can usually use it to bump it up so you can promote, but you don't need to have it filled. So we can promote people without filling all of those slots. That's good to know. With the detective, we could have worked the entire time. I didn't know that. That's certainly something to watch out for in the future. And apparently I made the game accidentally harder by doing that. Okay, and I'll talk about a few of the others because now it's the time where I've rolled on the timer. But I'm having a great time with the game. Right now though, yeah, music is a bit loud. I don't know how it comes across on the videos, but certainly when I'm playing the game, it's pretty loud. Okay, so we got 3 funds out of doing this and that, which is pretty nice. Then, so exploration, nothing at the moment to do there. Let's do some more of this and that, I guess. One dabbles with writing and one dabbles with painting, but one lives, above all, in the near certainty of one's allowance. Yeah, we might explore this at some point. And we got 5 funds for us at the minute, which is pretty nice. Even though it says 6 at the bottom, obviously it includes the one that's in the timer, which I kind of consider gone because it's not one we can use for anything else. Right, so we've done our work again and got our allowance. So we've got some nice amount of funds. Now let's maybe go explore somewhere. So we could use this one. Okay, and then we need to pay our entry, I guess. So let's pop some funds in there. Explore the city with Helter followers. Okay, we know that already. The entrance is lost beneath soft drapes of crimson, cinnabar, and incarnadine. Above the door, the club motto: Ingirum imus noc te et con sumi mur igni. It has been rendered as into the night's circle we fly until the fire enjoys us. Okay, pretty interesting one. In tonight's performance, Amethyst, a net-wielding hunter, pursues a well-winged woman through a murmuring maze of leaf-clad dancers. Each movement is underwater slow. Sounds like a fun evening. Okay, and let's get some work done as well. Yeah, it's going to be interesting only having 1 health, but it seems like we're going to have plenty of funds. The club's closed. We got some contentment out of it. Okay. Let's have an explore of this. So, and we're going to attend an auction at Oriflames. Oh, that one is for stuff that we can sell. Okay, gotcha. We perch on alarming Riftvel's chairs in a windowless auction room with vividly burnt orange walls, waiting for the auctioneer to announce what he's offering. The reek of new paint makes the brain spin. Okay, so we don't want to sell anything at the moment. Let's see what's on offer in the auction. Okay, a crowd of pinched faces, glinting eyes. Who will bid? The item at auction is visible on the right. It will be gone forever if the auction is lost. Okay, let's see if we can have a look at it. So that's the auction itself. Yeah, this one here. Let's put in a bit of speculation, see what happens. Let it run on. Oh, and something that Freezing Bruce said as well is that they hope that I remember how to get to the woods. It's certainly something that I hope I remember as well. I raise my hand. The auctioneer raps on the out an acknowledgement. Will anyone match me? So we wait until it runs down, I guess, to see if there's a new bid or not. Right, so we got a little bit of funds there, but not as much as before. Papa is dead. No one will tell me exactly how, but the estate is in a state. My land is tied up in probate and so forth. One can only hope it's resolved before the bills come due. Okay, so our access to funds could be a problem now. If we, like, obviously our allowance, we're relying on our father and he's dead now. I like how the story can diverge very quickly at the start every time. Someone else has matched my bid. I must match it with more funds. Okay, let's do that. Right, so hopefully we win it this time. So I wonder, these, like, we got a lot of funds for the start of the game compared to others. I wonder, is this then, we've got to make do with what we have. So contentment left us. Someone else has matched us again. We're gonna go again, but it's kind of it's kind of a nice way for the game to get you to use your funds on these things, because for a book like that, if the game had just offered it to me and said that it's going to cost you 3 or 4 funds to get this, then it probably would have just passed on it and said, no, I'm not doing it. But it's kind of the, like, sunk cost fallacy that I know about, like, because I used to be an accountant, but it's just about, like, when you've spent money on something, you feel like there's value in it, and you don't realize that that money's already spent, so that money's lost. So the best thing to do is to cut your losses at that point and not spend any more money on something that you're not sure whether it's going to come to fruition or not. So, but in a case like this, where it's I'm hungry for the lore, I'm willing to do that and bid more, even though it might end up not winning the auction at all. Dark days. I must be careful not to let doubts creep in. See, so there you go. I can't let doubts creep in. We're going to win this auction. We're not going to lose all the money that we bid. Although we're possibly gambling with our rent money or our food money. Oh, what's happening here? So we've got some health out of that. Okay. The business of the will has been settled, but Papa's business affairs have been eaten up with debts like woodworm. No one seems to know exactly what he spent the money on, but the solicitor is sending me some papers, apparently. Then we get 20 funds out of that. And this is, I think this is the point where I remember that I can actually use the collect all button. Yeah, instead of dragging them one by one. I am to receive papers found among Papa's belongings, which might perhaps shed some sort of light on where exactly the hell all the money is gone. We're worried about all the money, like, and we got 26 funds. We're very privileged. Well, we could put our health in there, but I'm not sure. I think it's like back-breaking work or something. When you're desperate, maybe you sacrifice health for funds. Possibly. The auctioneer makes a note of my name and signals one of the attendants. I have my prize. I hope it's worth it. Certainly do hope it's worth it. Traveling at Night, Volume 2. Okay. Something we can read about at some point. Let's move on again. Crowded thoroughfares by day, a fog-wrapped labyrinth by night. I'll walk the streets, seeking secrets until I can walk no more. Okay, so let's try that. That was one of the tips I believe I got as well. Way to get new followers. I found someone whom I might pay to enact regrettable necessities. Add funds to hire them for a limited time. So not sure whether I want to actually do that or not, because I want to get an actual follower rather than like some kind of hitman or whatever. I received the papers per Papa. Oh, and then I clicked away from it, unfortunately. Right, but we did get the papers, so maybe you can read them again later. Past me, not so observant. Right, we've got a cipher diary. We're gonna study that. House without walls. The dreams begin. Papa spoke of them, and he said that his father before him had been so troubled. Something in our blood, a biting melancholy that kills the soul. Yeah, the lore in this game is fantastic. I'm really, really glad that it was recommended to me. And it is very reminiscent of Sunless Sea as well. So we got reason and we got a red secret. Let's study our reason for a while. And then we can start building that up. I've contacted the individual named in this troubling document. I have little reason to believe they will be able to enlighten me on the nature of what went before, but perhaps they can help with what is to come. So possible follower out of that. We're going to see what the hireling does. Put some funds in. May as well see what the mechanics are like with that. There's not really else that we can put in there. And health is only a 2, so I don't think that's a good choice at this point. Okay, we got something new here. The city is rife with journalists and detectives and other meddlers. How long will they leave me in peace? wonder when I noticed the one in the top left that has something in it as well. There we go. The wolf despair prowls elsewhere. Okay, good. I dream of a shivering light, a sun that crisps snow but does not melt it. When I wake, my room is always cold. Cool. So we got a chilly atmosphere. Oh, we can't put that in there, okay. What are we going to put in instead then? Yeah, let's use a fascination. Oh, do we have a reminder? We do. A reminiscence. Okay. Yeah, now is when the game starts to get more complicated with the amount of things that are running. It's so great the way it's built, where it just gets a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger, and suddenly you've built a whole world. So I didn't read all of the tips that Freezing Blue gave me, but I mean, I didn't read them now, but I've already read through them, so you can see me putting a lot of them into action as well. We got a shifty woman, okay, so she is our agent that we could maybe use against a detective or something, I guess. Okay, I get the job done. This hireling may be useful for some expeditions and can help with hunters and annoyances. A peculiar chill lingers in my rooms, a second order influence, apparent to the perceptive, instantly recognizable to an adept. This can be used in some rites to summon minions, as some minions will leave it lingering when they are destroyed. Cool. Cabaret with an occult something, I just missed that. Oriflame specializes in curios, perfumes, taxidermy specimens, and rare texts. It operates from cramped new premises now since the destruction of the old by unexplained fire. Always unexplained fires, aren't there? Contentment. My name just now is clear. Any guardians remain in the shadows. Okay. Grab the contentment out of that. We're gonna... Oh, will we go to the club again? Why not? Let's live it up a bit. Yeah, these two are going to be interesting when they're done, I think. Okay, something here. Poppy, and then temptation sensation, okay. My new acquaintance speaks authoritatively of Papa. He knew he was dying. He had hoped to taste unknown pleasures before his end. Pleasures denied to healthy society. My new acquaintance suggests that I might finish what he began, that if I do so, I might save myself from despair which haunts my family. Excellent, so she's a potential follower now. Let's talk to her. My dear, I've been wanting to talk to you. Sometimes I fund scholars of the invisible arts. I'd like to offer you my support. A substantial contribution. All you need to do, someday, is to introduce me to someone else who will end matters properly. She smiles benignly. Okay, and then our passion needs to go in here. And let that run. And what have we got here? And erudition, so if we do reason again, then we can get second edition and turn it into a second reason. Okay. Aspect lantern. Life is a pure flame, and we live by an invisible sun within us. You can do our temptation sensation in there. Or maybe not. The final fulfillment of a desire is often the conclusion. It is not enough to hope. I stand or fall on my deeds. Desires are often the means to winning a game. The desire for sensation or power or enlightenment will require a great ritual, but there are other, even rarer, desires, especially in the ghoul, priest, and dancer expansions. Cool. So that's a possible way to win the game. Pop you back there for now. I don't feel like my cards is organized this time. Dark days. I must be careful not to let doubt creep in. Yeah, we don't like doubt. Yeah, dread might be a big problem this time around. I purchase pleasure. I reel home in the ungodly hours and collapse into bed. Okay. We really are living the high life at the moment. Run it on. Okay. Paying our way. No work available still. That dread came from the chilly atmosphere thing. Dove despair prowls elsewhere. No dread empowers this despair. It's over for now. So I think they just kind of missed each other there on that. Maybe a good thing for me. The air is curdled now. I'm home again. In this lumpen flesh. Better. Perhaps. Yeah, let's have a dream about this one to see. Should I dedicate myself to my purpose or focus my efforts elsewhere? Okay, then we need... Okay, passion is there. Okay, let's roll it on. It's weird though, because I'm obviously watching my own original recording, but I just got a chill because the writing in this game is so good. Even second time round. Let's go to the auction and see what else we can get there. The War of the Roads, 1450 to 1580, censored edition. Let's put a bid in, see if we can win it. Probably gonna get matched again. Probably have to bid a couple of times to get it, but for the moment funds aren't a problem. But the longer we go on, it probably will then become a problem. Something disappeared, and when I was playing and just now, I didn't notice what it was both times. Okay, passion has something for us. 10 funds, good. And silver Spintria with a lovely depiction on it. A tiny packet of tiny treasures. A gift from Poppy. To see me again in this evening of rags. For me to make the introduction I promised. So we can recruit in there. Let's maybe do this and see if we can find someone else. Talking publicly about the invisible arts will attract attention. Perhaps that's what I want. The words contained knowledge, now contain it. It is a little like theft, a little like feasting, a little like the progress of an infectious disease. So we've got some erudition, so we're going to use both of those right now to get ourselves another reason. Okay, oh, did we win it? We did, yeah. Okay, I think everything's alright for the moment. She won't come back for a very long time. It's going to return when that runs down. What have we got here? The sun flickers like a shadow. Dreams ripple behind the surface of mirrors. I must be careful not to drift from the waking world. Fascination may provoke visions. Okay, we don't have any fascination at the moment. What's this on here? Initiates of the hidden world use Spintria to pay for services. They can easily be sold for more traditional funds. Silver Spintria are more valuable and usually display scenes of a debauchery on the reverse side. Spintria can be sold for more traditional funds at an auction house. Okay, so we could use that. So she's kind of our patron, and that's something that we can use to get more funds. But we've got to keep her on side, I guess. Passion or reason. Yep, pop in passion. Temptation power, okay, interesting. I've refocused my attentions. The predecessors wielded the power of remaking, power that empresses, generals, physicists could only dream of. So shall I, though the power might sear me. Again, kind of like echoes of Sunless Sea there with the whole searing light thing, although that's searing power on there. Let's maybe Dreamer of Passion, start trying to get some more of that. I know the stream, a rolled crest hilltop, and the air is silver bright. Need some lore. Do we have any lore to put in? We don't at the moment, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, I think it might be in the talk at the moment. Right. How are you going? You're still doing what you're doing. Let's have a look at this. Temptation power. It's occurred to me that I hold the key to power. This card will allow you to win a power victory if you're graded far enough. Dreaming about it might advance or change it. Okay, cool. Right. My mind, the library. Got a skilled scholarship. I've gained reason, but it'll be more difficult to gain reason next time. Okay, so now we have 2 reason and we have that as well. What's going to go next? Yeah, that's the book that we couldn't read last time because our Latin was too low. This one we can though. Good. There's an extensive discussion of the similarities between Elopili's own dreams and those of the Emperor Elagabalus. Elagabalus, who Elopili regards as a dupe or avatar of the sun in rags. The white is west of the world, Elopoli remarks, and winter does not wait forever. We need passion for there, but we're using passion already somewhere else, so gotta wait it out. Yeah, so wait for that to run down and then we can transfer the passion over. Okay, sounds like a plan. Something up there. Our fleeting reminiscence. Mirrors are calm, the sun is steady, the glory recedes, I am sane. That means anything. Okay, that's still running something else. I think our passion might be exhausted when it comes out of there, which is going to be a problem then. Because we need to put it in the other one. So we're going to have to wait again on that. Yeah, so there might be an idea to get a second passion at some point. We got some fascination. Now I can slow off my flesh. Patch by patch, tugging the tendons free like fibers picked from teeth. My skin lies like a shredded blanket. The sun heaves itself above the horizon with a triumphant battle yell. The light falls like acid on my naked bones. Pain wakes me. My bones will throb for days. Yeah, we need a lure to pop in there, which we can maybe get from there. Yeah, we're going to have to wait to try and recruit that person. I like how it's a nice balancing act with things as well. Got some mystique. I could not muster the passion to bring them into my circle, perhaps another time. Yeah, so we'll have to keep our passion available for the next time. Elagabus found his way to the white door at last. Thankfully, speech can't pass the white door. Honestly, Elagabalus never had anything very interesting to say. I tried to follow in his footsteps, but I never learnt enough of the white. I suppose I'm thankful for that too. But here's what I do know. So what do you know? You don't know yet. Oh, a sexton's secret. There we go. That's what you know. Certain knowledge, it is said, can be expressed only through the particular quality of silence. It has been suggested that one can only read such knowledge with one's eyes closed. Only my mischievous commentators use this in a rite with a corpse and edge aspect, and the corpse will rise. Okay, so what are we going to put in here next? Yeah, let's try the secret and see what it gives us. With what? Okay, we don't have any winter lore at the moment. How about this one? So we need a lesson learned. Another lesson learned. Yeah. There we go. Get that out of the way. Right. What to do? Study a reason again. Yeah, let's do that. At least we're going to be well supplied for a reason. We have to wait for passion to come back before we can do that. Let's dream of something. Can't do our scholarship. Another one of a reason. There was once a man who said that sleep of reason produces monsters. Often it is healthy to let the mind wander and sleep, but I keep dreaming sooner or later some sort of monster will rise from my own fears. Oh, we don't want any monsters, thank you. Not ones we can't control, at least. Okay. But we should... Let's put health in and see what we get. We look awake refreshed. Sometimes this will provide contentment. Often it will do nothing. Occasionally it will create dread or fascination. No, not into that. It's a tough choice. Temptation power. Okay. So to my purpose, I'll focus my efforts elsewhere. Yeah, not that one. Okay, we'll leave it for the minute. Keep on going. Okay, what's happening over here? The city is rife with journalists and detectives and other meddlers. How long will they leave me in peace? Not for long, by the looks of it. Mystique has gone in there. We've got an adversary. Someone is meddling. They're starting to pick up our trail, I think. We can't put money in for that. Still can't do anything there. Yeah, backbreaking work for meager pay. Is this the best I can do? No, it's not. So let's just leave you. Okay. What's our next step going to be? That's the big question. Let's run things on. Passion is almost back, so we may have a plan for that along with our red secret. So let's talk about the red secret again, or we could put in the sexless secret as well, right? Yeah, let's do this one. Start it up. We have our passion reserved for it now. Okay, got something over here. There's always someone who doesn't understand, or who understands too well. Weird detective. Gonna have to try and deal with him. I can't remember what I was advised to do about the detectives previously. So any tips on that would be appreciated. With some more erudition. We now have 2 of those. We can study them together. Dream with our passion. What hunger drives us? Nothing at the moment. Don't be driving the hunger. Run things on. Oh, it's taken Our temptation power. Hunger burns my heart. Hunger for the power the invisible arts might bring. Damn. It's kind of a use it or lose it thing with some of the cards in the game, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna wait for this to come out and then we can pop our passion in. There it goes. Okay, come with me. Yeah, not too long before Poppy is back, but I still haven't realized there's cards up in the top left. I'm sure I get some eventually though. Yeah, keep an eye on that gate. Okay, there's a temptation power and restlessness. Okay. We don't like restlessness. Okay, got a lesson there. So with our scholarship we need 2 of those, right? Yeah. And then we get another one. Yeah, so you can see how it becomes harder to increase your reason or passion beyond 2. But we're going to study it and try and get that there. Restless longing has me. I feel that I want to do something. What exactly? No, you can't go in there. Right, so we may be getting a follower. Oh, we got a rose thing here. If I have a particular friend, now is the time to renew our connection. Yeah, timer's gone. So what do we get out of that? Contentment. Some days are better than others. Sometimes the sky is nothing like a filthy sheet. Sometimes the river runs clear. I really admire the power to use words to create a world for someone. Like all we got are like some cards with pictures and words on them, but I've got this whole world in my mind now that's been created. So we've got passion, mystique, and eldritch, and acquaintance. Cool. So he might be our first follower, possibly. Let's pop him in there. Together we might be more. Start that. Here is someone I might work with, a companion or follower, but first, I must give them something to follow, a society, a solidarity, an order, a cult. So what goes in here? Notoriety. Ooh. I've begun my true work. The authority will take an interest in it. I must be ready for them. You have begun to establish a cult. You will need a little more before you can recruit followers. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, let's go a red secret. An occult society dedicated to the mysteries of birth, blood, and appetite. Seems very apt for the theme that's been going on so far. Yeah, any tips you can give, especially getting rid of him, but any general tips would be very welcome. Yeah, anything specifically I need to do at the start of the next episode to make sure that we deal with this guy and don't leave it too late would be excellent. I want to make sure that he's gone and he's handled. Right, what have we got here? Reason and erudition. Collect those. Should we put our passion in now, or do we need it for something else? Let's pop it in. getting some more of that. Hopefully we don't need it for something else until it's done. Okay, Poppy is a while before she returns. She hasn't come back yet. I'm not sure. Maybe we need to fill a condition before she comes back. It's very possible. I'm going to let that one run down. And this one here as well. Oh, that does need our passion. Damn. That's not good. There we will serve demands that our passions are devoted to its purpose. That's not good. We're gonna miss it by 10 seconds. Okay, we got some more restlessness. Should have known with the passion, or either start the process of generating more earlier. But it seems that at least in this run, passion is required a lot more than reason. Okay, here we go. Collect all of those. Passion. Is passion available now? Or is it exhausted? It's available. Great. Let's do that. We've got a glimmering. So if we can get another glimmering, then we get a second passion. We can avoid those in the future. Let's study reason while we're waiting for passion to come back. Yeah, so we need another one of these to get another learning. So, uh-oh. I've become unwell. Yeah, so that's not a good thing, but the cult's about to be established. But any tips on managing my health would be, or the sickness in particular, would be very much appreciated. My first recruit. There we are. Eldridge. Cult with one member is only an unusual habit. I must have a recruit. He can be our first member. He must be so excited. Just my mind now is kind of whirring with the thoughts of comparisons between period cults and cults now. Like if we were to kind of meet up in a Starbucks or something with someone else and go, okay, we're going to start a cult. Okay, so we're going to be the Order of the Bloody Cup though. And we got an achievement for that as well. We're at kind of a nice position now to end an episode. I think we've got this guy to deal with. We're worried about our sickness as well. That could just hoovering up my health and then I'm dead. I don't want that to happen. So any tips on either delaying it or getting ourselves better would be great. And getting rid of him. Like I'm really having a fantastic time, and I feel like now we got a chance to push forward and learn some more about it as well. And I'm really grateful for all the tips that I've gotten from Freezing Blue, and yeah, keep those up. And anyone else who has tips as well, don't be shy to post. I read every comment that people make on my videos. I make sure that I have to make time to do that, because if someone takes time to to write a comment, then, you know, I feel I should take the time to read it, and when the response is required, to give a response as well. But for now, that's the end of this one. Hope you're keeping safe out there, and hope to see you next time. And maybe you'll want to join our beautiful cult of the Bloody Cup. The #1 cult for the moment. So take care, guys. See you next time. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button there on the right, or checking out some other videos here on the left, or perhaps you might even share with some friends.